Chapter 4, Outside at Last. As an adventurer, and let's face it, a bit of a cheapskate, I decide to branch off to the right of the stoop, where the direct accesses to the different levels of the parking lot are located. I step forward and enter this human maze. An airlock opens onto a wide staircase. The further down I go, the dirtier, darker and more poorly lit the place becomes. On level -6, lying on the floor, a body comes to life as I approach. Under a musty, smelly blanket, a face blackened by grime appears, and a hand with 3 artificial fingers reaches out. The intermediary says, "Do you have 1 credit or 2? You got a credit or 2? He's an intermediary, a cyborg, a being caught between 2 worlds. That of flesh and blood humanity, and that of the android caste of ultimate evolution. He suffers from his artificial implants, whose durability is limited. Connections degrade, become moldy and the wearer suffers. Only large doses of drugs can manage the pain for a while." Moved by his situation, and so happy to be reunited with Clara, I give him 5 units. He thanks me, and I go on my way. Am I a generous cheapskate? I reach a landing that has become a corridor lined with fences, behind which a noisy reception committee awaits me. They shout that my death is near, bang on the railings, follow me and insult me. One man shouts, "You'll have to pay to get through. It's the toll, pay or die." I turn my head away, not wanting them to see me smile. I like the little punks who play it cool. It's an outlet, a release. 5 yards from the fences, the tallest stands in front of me, the other 3 2 yards back. He points to the one on his right. The boss says, "You can see him. Look what he's got for you." The underling opens his coat, revealing a huge truncheon adorned with the electric soul. The chief adds, "It's a slicer, a beautiful machine to cut you in 4. So, give it all you've got." That's exactly what I need. The chef insists, "So? Credit me to death, or I'll slaughter you." I trigger the beginning and, almost instantly, the end of hostilities. A powerful kick to his left flank propels him onto the slicer. He loses a leg, and the taller one collapses screaming in pain. My outstretched leg hits the one on my right in the head. From the impact and the cracking sound, his face will never be the same. The third man behind me turns on his heel and flees without hesitation. The one holding the slicer straightens up to hit me. But by the time he raises his arms, I'm in front of him, delivering a lightning uppercut right to his chin. Instant knockout. 2 groan, one's unconscious, the last one's gone. I step over them, then change my mind. Why not skin them? After all, they deserve it. I quickly hack their creditors. I recover almost 4,000 credits. Not bad. I don't linger, Clara is waiting for me. I go down another floor. This level is a veritable underground chaos. Lots of temptresses and sexual propositions. Breasts range from reasonably sized to cartoonishly large. Some nipples are equipped with lights to attract attention and, above all, customers. I ignore their propositions without hesitation, my love for Clara being a bulwark against temptation. Another level, another door. Suddenly, screams on the stairs warn me of the consequences of my actions. Reprisals are being organized. What I've just done hasn't been appreciated. From what I can hear, there are at least 10 of them coming towards me. I'm picking up the pace. One more level and I'm off. I leap from one landing to the next, but these bastards are at home. Apparently, they control access. The last door in front of me locks, and the light above turns from green to red. I'm trapped. It's going to bleed. Things are getting worse. I must prepare for the worst, test my new body and the power that is now mine. I smash through the metal bars holding up the grating on this landing. I rip off one of the bars. Now I've got a primitive weapon in my hands and a slight terrain advantage. Indeed, the staircase leading to me is narrow, and they're coming 3 abreast. No more. The door leading to Clara is behind me. The landing is about 10 yards long and 3 yards wide. At the end, the staircase rises to the right. Here comes the first wave. I attack as they run up the stairs. I snap 2 ankles and a shin bone, open fracture. The screams are no longer war cries, suddenly they're cries of pain. They fall. One of them drops his weapon, a slicer, and the one closest to me allows me to grab his weapon, a katana. I take the opportunity to equip myself. I take the katana. The first 3 fall at my feet, no longer a threat. I grab the handrail and propel myself to the top of the wall in front of me. I find myself 6 feet above my assailants. Faces twitch. In a split second, they realize that things are not going to go as planned. I take the initiative. Falling back to the ground, my fall gives even more strength to my gesture. I decapitate 2 of them at the same time. Bodies fall to the ground, jets of vital fluids splatter all around. 5 down. The next ones no longer look like killers, they're victims now. One of them points a handgun at me. I react in a split second and slice his forearm. The walls, the stairs, even the lights turn red. We're no longer on the stairs of a parking lot, but in a slaughterhouse where those who wanted revenge are now at my mercy. I am the executioner, they the victims. Suddenly, they stop, even step back. The primal instinct kicks in, the reptilian cortex awakens the deepest fears. Despite all technological advances, fear remains constant in my fellow creatures. Behind them, their leader is probably shouting. The leader is shouting, "Keep it up, we'll wreck it." He doesn't seem to convince them. They stop moving. Their breathing is heavy, their faces pale with fear. Down below, the screams of pain and cries for help are louder than the cheers. I swing my katana at the 2 facing me. My gesture is so swift that they don't immediately understand. Then they realize as their bodies separate at the pelvis. The other 2 behind me can't stand it any longer, and jostle their leader as he suddenly turns around. Now I'm alone with him. This macabre tête-à-tête is not going to end well. Not for me. He tries in vain to maintain a certain degree of control, but I can see he's totally discombobulated. I make a move, he throws his weapons to the ground. The chief begs, "Wait. Wait. I've got it. Okay, you can go, look, I'm unlocking the door. Just let me live. Don't kill me, damn it." Indeed, behind me, I hear the door unlock. I'm magnanimous. I say, "Yes, you'll live. I hope I won't regret it." He falls to his knees and bursts into tears. Stress takes over. The big boss ends up miserable. I take advantage of the situation and make him my debtor. I say, "You owe me a life. Don't forget that." He groans, "Yes. Yes. Yes." I don't ask for more, leave my gun here, and go on my way. I go through the last door, and there's Clara at last. But my serious expression and all the blood on me totally spoil our reunion. There's no room for joy in this moment. She understands the urgency and rips off part of her t-shirt to wipe my face. I say, "Quick, let's go, I'll explain later." Her eyes betray her fear and pain. I blame myself. She points to our speedsters right behind her. We hop in and get out as fast as we can. The freeway slip road is not far away, and I decide to step on the gas. A powerful push pins me to the saddle. The speedster is the descendant of the motorcycle, but has little in common with its distant ancestor. Like all vehicles, its wheels have been replaced by anti-gravity plates. A quarter of an hour later, we're approaching my district. A message appears in my field of vision. Incoming call Caliguian. He's the one who gives me most of my assignments. My job isn't very classic. I'm a mercenary, a handyman with uncommon skills. I go after anything that can earn me a lot of money. As an enforcer, I don't hesitate to break a few limbs. As an elite spy, I can break into any company, office or laboratory to steal what others want. I know that if he wants to reach me, it's not to ask nicely about me. He doesn't care about me, but he needs me. Immediately, most certainly. I hesitate whether to live our intense reunion with my love without waiting or to take Caligula's mission.